Welcome to the Guardianly podcast.
At Guardianly, we're on a mission to modernize the phone call experience, to make it safer, smarter, and more productive. A big part of that mission is protecting you from the growing crisis of scam and spam calls that target millions of people every day.
Technology alone isn't enough. Education is just as important. That's why we've created this series, to bring real scam stories to life, stories that are sometimes shocking, sometimes heartbreaking, but always full of lessons you can use to protect yourself and your loved ones.
And today's story is exactly that. It's a story about trust, vulnerability, and heartbreak, but also about courage. A 66-year-old woman from Montana, Rita, was brave enough to share her experience after being scammed out of nearly $90,000. She didn't have to tell her story. Many victims stay silent, but Rita chose to speak out. And Rita herself told Local 10 News that she shared her story in hopes of protecting others. In her words, "If I can save just one person from this folly, if I can make one person realize that this is not real, I've done my job."
So let's walk through what happened.
Rita was going through a tough time. She was in the middle of a divorce and, like many people facing big life changes, she felt vulnerable. That's when she connected online with someone claiming to be a well-known celebrity.
At first, it felt exciting, even flattering. Here was a famous person giving her personal attention, sending her messages, checking in on her every day. Rita later described those messages as like a drug. They were addictive. They filled a void.
But this celebrity wasn't real. Behind the screen was a scammer, skilled at emotional manipulation. Over weeks and months, he built up trust, creating the illusion of a genuine relationship.
Eventually, the requests began. Small at first, then bigger. Money for meet and greet events, or to cover unexpected expenses. But the payments weren't wired to an event organizer. They went straight into cryptocurrency wallets.
Bit by bit, Rita sent money. By the time she realized what was happening, she had lost about $90,000.
And remember, this isn't just about the money. Victims of romance scams often describe a double blow: financial loss combined with deep emotional betrayal. Rita thought she had found someone who cared about her. Instead, it was all a lie.
When the truth came out, Rita was devastated. But instead of hiding in shame, which many victims do, she chose to step forward. She went to the FBI, and with their support, she told her story publicly.
And that brings us back to her words. If I can save just one person from this folly, if I can make one person realize that this is not real, I've done my job. That's incredible courage.
Absolutely. Sharing personal pain so others can learn. That's bravery.
So what can we learn from Rita's story? Here are some takeaways. 1. Be wary of online relationships with people you've never met in person. Scammers often profess love or friendship quickly, but always avoid meeting face-to-face. 2. Look for red flags. If someone asks you for money, especially in cryptocurrency or gift cards, that's a huge warning sign. 3. Stay grounded. If you find yourself becoming emotionally dependent on messages from someone you've never met, take a step back. Talk it over with a trusted friend or family member. 4. Don't let shame silence you. Scammers are professionals at manipulation. Falling for their tactics doesn't mean you're foolish. It means they're skilled. Speaking out, like Rita did, helps others.
And remember, you're not alone. If you or someone you know suspects a scam, report it to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, ic3.gov. It's better to be cautious than to regret staying silent.
So that's today's story, Rita's story. A reminder that scams don't just target the careless or the naive. They target people who are vulnerable, and they exploit emotions we all share: hope, trust, the desire for connection.
Next time on the Guardianly podcast, we'll explore another real-life case. Different scheme, different tactics, but the same lesson. Scammers are out there, and awareness is your best protection.
Thanks for joining us today. If Rita's story moved you, share this episode with someone you care about. The more people we reach, the harder it becomes for scammers to succeed.
Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and remember, Guardianly is here to protect your calls, your connections, and your peace of mind.